Hello everyone, this is Jennifer, and today I need to do a little bit of planning in my traveler's notebook, and I thought I'd take you along. So first up, I've been using this cover for quite a while now. This is from Eternal Leather Goods. It's in their natural leather, and I do have a black one ordered for fall/winter. I just can't quit this planner. It molds nicely to my inserts. It does not have a reinforced spine, but you can see it's nice and square from where my inserts are. All my inserts line up really nicely, which is important to me, and I just love it so much. So let's jump in. I will tell you that all of the inserts in here are from the company Creffectivepaper. I do print and cut all of my inserts at home. If you need a video about cutting inserts for a traveler's notebook, because it is just a little bit than just like ring bound single pages, let me know and I can definitely do that. Okay, over here I did put down an adhesive because the pocket was just like a secretarial slip sort of situation, and I wanted to add some things. So I have some post-it notes. This little sticker is from Redbubble, and it's actually covering up an information card that I made on Canva that has my information and my husband's in case of an emergency or if I would ever leave my planner somewhere. And then this little card, I made all of these for the rest of 2023. This is from Creffectivepaper, and I just trimmed it down and laminated it. And then if I need to set it out to the side for a little month at a glance, I can do that. So I have August on the front and September on the back. I have a piece of laminated paper. I think a lot of my paper is just from Hobby Lobby, but I will try to tell you as I go through. Yeah, this is just from Hobby Lobby. I have my color code here at the top, and then some blank post-it notes. And that stays here and kind of protects my stickers from Planner Kate that you just saw me grab. These are the stickers that I use in my setup frequently. I use these transparent stickers. I have 3 sheets of them going. I use these colors all over my planner. That's why I have multiples. And then I have been using these planner therapy stickers. These are transparent bullet journal stickers. I do have these little date dots from Planner Kate, but I have just been writing in with my ink pen. And then I have weather stickers, again, transparent. And then these open circles to mark migraines with in the navy color. So those all sort of stay up here. And I'm going to leave these out because I am going to do a little bit of planning, I think. This, again, is paper from Hobby Lobby. I picked up some stickers from Redbubble to decorate with. And then this is like my 2023 section for yearly broad scope planning. So I do have a piece of vellum in here, and then our school calendar on this year at a glance, my bucket list on the back of that, game schedule starting here for 2023. And then on the other side of this task list are my passwords and other important confidential information. And then we go into my monthly section. So I switched to these horizontal month on one page. I was kind of worried that they would be too tiny, but I absolutely love how everything fits and how things look. So this is where I put things as soon as I know about them. This goes out and about with me. So if I'm making doctor's appointments, anything like that, if I'm checking my phone, at nighttime and I see something on Facebook that I need to put down, an event, what have you, everything goes on here. And I only put things that are out of the norm. So you won't see like church every Sunday because I already know that's going to happen and it just clutters up the space. So here's a look at February and March and April and May and June and July. And of course we are headed into August and September. So they're not quite as jam-packed yet. Just wait, I have a feeling it will be. Okay, this next book is my weekly section. I number everything in here by the week number. Again, paper from Hobby Lobby and a sticker from Redbubble. So there are 2 inserts in this particular section, and in the back of this vinyl dashboard from the Chic Sparrow, obviously you have the paper, and then I did pull the Planner Kate calendar and challenge prompts from the internet, put them on canvas and printed them out. So I have both of those up here to reference. And of course I can take that out, slide it back in. And then that's this first section is for Planner Kate. And the other thing I've been really into is just using this cheap plain vellum as insert covers, because then I can add stickers or adhesives and move them from month to month rather just, I don't know, feels a little different than just a regular piece of white paper. So this one doesn't have anything on it yet, but that's why it's there. Plus, even just the plain white, I think, is pretty. All right, so this is another insert from, again, Creffectivepaper. Everything in here is from Creffectivepaper. It is a month view, horizontal list view. So you do have the mini calendar with a checklist and then your days of the month over here. And I've been doing a little bit of content work specifically for Planner Kate. I also make the challenge prompts and do some affiliate work for her. So this is just a place for me to put all of those dates down. My next section in this weekly section is just that. Again, the piece of vellum. This is from the planner spot. I have not put anything in it yet. I printed out this daily, weekly, monthly routine, and as things come up, I've just been jotting them down in each section. I have my waiting on list over here on a Post-it note. And then this is my new tracker, which I absolutely love. It's a little bit different than just a standard monthly tracker. I like this because I can break things down into sections. So this first section here is my zone cleaning. These are my social media tasks, and these are just my everyday, just, you know, personal items. So let's go ahead and update some of this. Today is the 8th. So I need to go through and take a look at where we were at. Yesterday, I did deep clean all of the bathrooms and did some of that cleaning. So just to show that I haven't been staying in one zone of the house, I like to kind of rotate through those. And then I did not make a personal Planner Kate post. I did post a reel for Planner Kate on the 7th. I did check my comments, and I did do all my emails. That's something I do every day, so I can go ahead and mark those off. And then I did tidy the kitchen and the beds. I did that this morning too. And yesterday I started my folic acid and my new medication for my eye. So we'll put that down as well. So that's the tracker for the month. So I have August here. I'll put September on the back. I printed out this time log thinking I would kind of keep track of like a daily log of where I'm spending my time. But I have been doing something a little bit different, which I'll show you in a little bit. So this is blank for the month. Then we go into those week tasks. So I was using Planner Kate washi at the bottom to go with whatever sticker kit I was using in my Erin Condren planner. So you'll see some of that pop up in here, but I have not been, as of the last couple weeks, doing that. I might go back to that, I might not. But basically I label the week number, and then this is my brain dump section. So anytime something comes up, it goes here, and then I can kind of sift through here and assign those tasks to days later on my planning pages. So I will flip through here and show you, I guess, week 23 through week 32. If it has a specific due date, I'll put that over here on the date section on the left, and then I just check through. Now, typically I like to close out the week, meaning everything has a mark. So if I get it done, I put a check mark. If it doesn't need to happen anymore, or I migrated it, I'll just put an X. That way I'm not looking back through old weeks. I can focus on just the current week at hand. It was a busy week, and I tried putting my weighting on week 26, but I decided it might just be better to have that post-it note that I can remove and throw away. I also used a highlighter on something that just really needed to be brought to attention that I couldn't forget, but I don't always do that. And then I did have a post-it note for some church t-shirts I was ordering and taking care of. And then this is week 32. So I have my running list here, and then I have my next week, week 33, prepped and ready in case something comes up that I need to jot down. So that's the end of this insert and this little section in the planner. This next section is my planning section. And again, paper, I think from Hobby Lobby, with a red bubble sticker. And then I have a piece of the vellum and then the chemical formula for caffeine. I thought that was perfect. And that's just a little bit of decoration here. So this insert is technically a week over 4 pages. So at the beginning of the week, you have this little section and a Monday, and then Tuesday and Wednesday, Thursday and Friday, and then Saturday and Sunday. Then you go into your next week. So this part I've been playing around with how I want to use it as my weekly overview. I had some of my son's stuff here, content, my husband's on-call work schedule, high and low heart rate. Looks like I didn't really use all of the boxes here on this one. And then I do make a graph every day for my energy levels, how tired I am. I'm looking for my peak performance time. This is midday. That's what the dotted line is. And then obviously bedtime is when I'm sleeping. So when I wake, midday, and bedtime. And I'm wanting to see if there's a correlation between time of day and my energy levels and when it might be best for me to do certain work tasks or take some time to relax with my family. Like when do I have the most energy? And it does fluctuate. I think it's interesting to keep track of that. So then I have this section, it's just a time section, and I do put my appointments there. This is a general to-do section, and then all of my content goes in the second box for the day. Again, if it's something that's pressing, I might highlight it, but I did start a new color coding system, which we'll get to here in a little bit. So just regular days, I did pretty well here on the overview. Some days are more filled up than others. This I was marking off when I was sleeping. I might continue to do that, we'll see. And then, is this July? Yeah, still the end of July. And this is where I started my new color coding system. So anything with this purple on it means that I have a picture in my phone that I want to transfer over to my memory keeping traveler's notebook system, my journal. So when I'm going back through these pages, I can look and see, we went to the orchard with Riley and Callie, so I might need to or want to include that in my memory book. And then, yeah, more days. This is if the pink color is if I'm waiting on a return. So like I texted about our t-shirts for church and I was waiting on the person to text me back and she did that. That's why I like that this little section has 2 columns. This is my column for getting it done, but then if I need someone else to do something in response, their column is column number 2. If it's urgent, it goes in navy blue. And this must have been last week, yeah, because I have my dots on the graphs, but I don't have them connected yet. I won't bore you with that. I will show you what I use, which is kind of ironic. So back here in this envelope pocket, I keep important documents and checks and other like tickets for the theater, that sort of thing. But this is what I use to connect all of those dots. I just thought it was funny because I've used different rulers and like the edge of a Post-it and they all kind of smear. And this one, like leaves a residue on the side. This one doesn't. So yeah, I literally just use that as a straight edge and it stays back here in this pocket. Sometimes if there are things that I want to do but not sure if we'll commit, I'll go ahead and put them on sticky notes. And here we are with the current week. So today is Tuesday the 8th. So I have a little bit more to fill in on Monday and we have plans for Tuesday and I do need to finish filling in this week. But you get the idea. So on today, Tuesday, I can put film TN flip. And mark that off. Okay, so you get the idea. Those are the planning pages. And basically what I do is pull everything from this monthly first, and then from my Planner Kate section, if there's anything there, and then anything from my Brain Depth section, I assign it to days of the week. All right, next section is kind of old, kind of new, and I'll tell you what I mean by that. So one of my struggles with the Traveler's Notebook system was daily inserts. And I felt like it was redundant because I already have my planning pages, but I also struggle with adding like journaling to this because it bulks it up and then I take it out and put it in a different cover and then I don't keep up with it because it's not in the same cover or place that I'm at in this all day, every day, and then I just kind of forget about it. So this has been kind of an evolution for me, and I refer to this as daily logging. So I don't really plan a whole lot on here in advance. I do use 1 page per day, but I log the day kind of as it happens with journaling. So this was really intended to be used as 2 days per page, but I put 1 day on 1 page typically, unless I just don't need the space. So daily logging, as things happen, I put them down over here. You can see again that color coding popped up, so we played outdoor ping pong at the park. I have pictures of that if I want to include it in my memory keeping book. And then over here, I journal about the events of the day, and I've been adding these Planner Kate black and white icons, which I absolutely love. So here is a look. I don't think I have anything too personal in here, even though it is like my feelings. So Wednesday had some tasks. I do, if I need the room, break it down. So my content work that I did on the 2nd, I had a few things that I wanted to do there. This was like working at registration, how I felt about that afterwards. I had lunch at the VFW. They made some menu changes, which I thought were trash. So I journaled about that. And then I had another daily log here and some journaling. It's not really journaling, just like notes in longhand about the day. Instead of just putting Sale Barn, kind of what happened, if that makes sense. So that's what I'm doing with these daily inserts, again from Creffectivepaper. And that is all that is in this section. And then we get into my last section, which is in this Traveler's Company zipper pouch. I like this one because you can put like a 4x6 picture and project card. So that's what I have. And then this is my health section and my removable notes section. So we'll go through the health first, and then we'll talk about Traveler's Notebook and the bound book system and kind of some benefits and downfalls of that. This is my health section. So this is mine for 2023. It's a mess. I've had a lot going on. And then this is my son's over here. Then the next couple pages, I basically have some sort of this list bundle printed out. And it has all of my doctor's visits, which doctor I saw, and what happened. And then this next section I can show you, it's again part of my health, is migraine tracking. This was a custom insert from Creffectivepaper. I just kind of drew out what I wanted it to look like, and then she made it, and it's perfect. So I do have a few things to update here for the week, which we can do. First of all, I need to get ready for the week. So my first category is if I have a migraine. I keep track of if it's on the left or the right, my pain level, if I'm taking Imatrax, all of that stuff. I do track the moon cycle and the barometric pressure, my sleep, my eye, how it's doing, and then my cycle. So today, well, let's go ahead and date these. Again, I just write in the dates. And I like this insert because I can see the whole month on these 2-page spread. Yesterday, I did not have a migraine. The moon was at 63%. And I use an app on my phone for these, so that's where I'm getting this information. And then the barometric pressure was at 29.93. I did get 7 hours of sleep. And nothing to note for my cycle. And my my eye issue is still kind of ongoing from up here, actually since May. Okay, today is Tuesday, so the app says the moon is at 50% and the barometric pressure is up at 30.02. And at the end of the day, if I don't have a migraine, I'll put an X there. So that is my custom migraine tracker. And then let's talk a little bit about lists. So I opened up here to this blank page, and what I did was I purchased the list bundle from Creffectivepaper, and that bundle includes different varieties of this list making. So obviously this one has 6 categories or 6 sections. This one has 2. This is a different insert that's just like an everyday note-taking grid situation. And I keep these in my tote bag. So part of the issue I've heard and I've struggled with myself is that you don't like to have a completely bound book in a traveler's notebook system for lists, because then that's in there, and if you rip it out, it kind of messes up the binding. It's just not as easy, I guess, to remove things that you no longer need from a traveler's notebook versus like a ring bound system where you just pop the rings open, take the sheet out, or add what you need. So this is my solution to that. I do have some lists going. So I can show you this first one. This is August. These are the inserts that I'm using for August from Creffectivepaper. I just have the SKU and then what the insert is called. The next section has some confidential information. I do have a wish list going for myself and what I've purchased, and then I added my son and my husband in case I'm thinking of like Christmas gifts or birthday gifts. I can list those there. This is going to be removed at some point. I'm starting a cheese ball project for sorority. So here's what I would do. I printed these off. I did not bind them. The only thing that holds them on this notebook is this elastic. They're not stapled, sewn, nothing like that. And then when I'm done with this, I can take this page right out, and it does not do anything to the binding of the book. So it's kind of like the benefit of rings in a traveler's notebook system. And that's why I also have these extra ones printed. If I run out of lists in this book, I can grab one of these, stick it in, and when I'm done, toss it. And it's been absolutely wonderful. And then you can see here, I have the back of that pocket. This is a zipper close, and it has just a little bit of cash and checks, theater tickets, the card I use to draw my graphs and lines, and that's it. So that is a flip through of all the Creffectivepaper inserts that I'm using for August 2023. The system's really working well for me. I like the flow of things, and yeah, it's just been good. Got my planning section. I kind of get a little bit of micro journaling in here. Just really pleased with how everything is working. If you guys have questions about anything, please let me know. But again, everything in here is from Creffectivepaper, so go browse her website. She does have traveler's notebooks and ring bound inserts, so no matter which system you use. I think she even has discs, but they are printable, so you print them and cut them at home. Go check her out. Thank you guys for joining me. If you have questions, let me know. Thank you. I'll see you back next time.